names being known into the set, and one of those is actually something you were just talking about, getting the upset over Kane, MNI, who's going to go against WebbJP right now on the stream.
Yep, this is the #1 seed and one of the best players in New Jersey in WebbJP, who has really put his name on the map over the past calendar year. Meanwhile, on the other side is one of the staple competitors here in New Jersey, MNI, holding it down for the Ike meta game here in New Jersey, especially ever since Mega has been on a little bit of a break. It's definitely been MNI putting the character on his back a little bit here in New Jersey.
Yeah, as we were talking about Ike having a linear game plan, but just because a character has a linear game plan doesn't mean it's bad, because if a linear game plan works, then of course that character is going to be viable. It's just how you implement it is the thing that MNI has to be able to do against WebbJP, because Sheik is the type of character that kind of neutralizes new linear game plans because of her unpredictability.
Yeah, Sheik is a bit of the opposite, where Sheik is such a nuanced and complicated character. Obviously, it takes a lot of skill to wield both of these characters, but specifically in terms of the combo trees and positioning of Sheik, definitely makes WebbJP like have to do a lot of different complicated things.
And meanwhile, Ike just kind of fish for nairs.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, we don't want to discredit MNI as a player as well. He is very good, especially with his ledge trapping. I would say that his ledge trapping is definitely going to be a key factor in him potentially getting an upset here, or even just, you know, getting the game or something. Like, obviously, WebbJP is favored to take this set, but again, anything is possible here at Fusion. MNI got an upset earlier. Why not he get one again?
Yeah. Actually, speaking of like sledge trapping, his sword's actually one of the more longer swords out of the whole lineup here in Smash Ultimate. Yeah. And it's a heavy sword as well, so it can hit hard.
Big sword guy, for sure. I mean, it is going to be interesting to see what happens. I believe MNI is currently going to the bathroom, but once he is back, he will be ready to play. What's up, Supernova?
I just thought, where's MNI commenting? That's such a neat thing for a stream to do, you know, these passive little comments. As long as they're appropriate and it's like, good. Well, we can joke around a little bit.
Yeah, listen, MNI, he's known for taking his time. You know what I mean? If there's one thing, he will take his time, and that's, you gotta respect it, right? He takes care of himself in that regard.
There he is.
But here we go, MNI here in bracket. We got Ike, Sheik, MNI, WebbJP. It's going to be an interesting match here in winners.
How long does it take until we find a nair out of MNI? And we're going to have a look at the clock here. No, it's over to see that side B instead of a nair. I know.
Look at the discipline, man. It's taken a while for him to, okay, finally nair.
All right, here goes WebbJP with the forward throw into the bouncing fish.
Yeah, obviously
he didn't really go anywhere to the side B. He just side beat into the ledge.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you got the nair if you're Ike, right? That's one of the best tools that he has. I mean, even after the nerf, it's still one of his best moves. So definitely a crucial part of his neutral. But so far, I'm not using a lot of that side B. It does auto-cancel. So definitely taking advantage of that burst option to give himself just a little bit more of an edge in terms of edge guarding situations and getting backstage control.
The side B come out from WebbJP, unfortunately does not land towards MNI. Here goes the jab block into the down air. Does not find the up air, up smash, unfortunately.
That is a labbed out combo that WebbJP has really been doing a lot. And I mean, even right here, put on so much pressure. But I mean, WebbJP able to make these really difficult combos look easy, able to get something like that drag down pretty efficiently. But if MNI can continue to live, I mean, he has an opportunity to get a Rage KO.
Yeah, Rage KO is something you don't want to be seeing here. Unfortunately, that up air drag down did not find itself anywhere. Whoa, I'm a little surprised that bouncing fish did not finish the deal for WebbJP. That back air, unfortunately, will finish it off against MNI.
Yeah, very disciplined KO right there. Just going straight up for the back air, punishing that side B usage. You don't want to use it too much if you're MNI. I mean, WebbJP, an expert at, again, just staying poised. Even though Sheik struggles to kill, WebbJP will just put on so much pressure consistently that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, we saw Crom earlier from Wolfric, and Ike's up B Aether is not anything different from that soaring slash from Crom earlier, but here we go. Oh, up B as he catches. Okay, there we go. Side B gets past the up B recovery from WebbJP. Seeing a lot of these backers come out from MNI. We're just not finding those finishing blows, and that just allows WebbJP to file on the damage.
Yeah, this often is kind of that top player difference, right? You can keep things close percentage-wise during the beginning of the game, but once a stock gets taken, I mean, finally able to get that back air right there, which is very nice. But, I mean, typically these top players are able to close out stocks very well. And, I mean, look at WebbJP with that footstool combo right there, getting more damage on the board.
North side B lands. We're going to see more of these aerial combat hit, and air lands just a decent amount of damage. And we've seen Webb landing with those down airs so far with no punish, so it's pretty safe to continue landing those down airs onto the stage. And you see another grab here, back row for a setup. We are not going to see the Needles land. Drag down up throw, up air into the forward smash. Not enough for the stock quite yet. Side B's back on.
Yeah, one of the things about PS2, while it is a very good Sheik stage, does have a very wide blast zone, making it kind of hard to secure a KO sometimes, but you are able to get up smash confirms and up air confirms with that lower ceiling. So it's a bit of a give and take situation, but that down smash able to secure the KO.
Yeah, the Nassau will absolutely do it here. MNI is falling into a deficit right now against WebbJP, who's currently keeping on the speed pressure. Forward throw, bouncing fish finds the mark once again for WebbJP. MNI trying to get the neutral standpoint, and he's just stuck in the blender.
Yeah, no, it is definitely... This is definitely something that happens when you play against WebbJP, a player as good as him, where he can just put on so much pressure and advantage, really cover what feels like every single option you possibly could have, especially since Ike's disadvantage options aren't the most plentiful. Whoa. But big down there right there can actually bring it to a last stock situation.
Yeah, maybe Aether. Yeah, there you go. Aether
Hold on.
armor.
I mean, this is actually looking pretty decent for MNI, who's having a very solid game one.
Okay, Nair in the forward air does not find the dash attack. Prime back throw territory. We're going to see it back air land on that side B. Needles land.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-oh, do we not have a jump? No, you don't.
Yep, the needles are great for gimping, as we see right there, with Ike's sort of linear recovery coming back to bite him in the end, although MNI did put a valiant effort in mixing up his recoveries. At the end of the day, man, them Webb edge guards are going crazy.
Not that there he is coming as soon as he gets back.
That's tough. That's tough. But nevertheless, I mean, that was a very solid showing in that game one, bringing it to a last stock situation and really taking his time as well, not trying to rush things. You know, that game went over 4 minutes long. Kind of shows that MNI is willing to play this a long game.
Yeah, but how long can you play this question, you ask? Because what happens against these top players versus relatively mid-level player situations is that often enough somebody will lose patience and it won't be the top player.
Yeah, that's definitely true, but MNI definitely does have the patience to pick it with just about anyone. I've seen him in these sort of timeout situations. It must be the experience of playing against Bob a lot that has given them that sort of patience, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Opposite Sonic is just like right up there in terms of like learning to play patient here. But speaking of patient, there seems to be like a lot of these scratch situations where it's like it gets these simple 1 to 2 hit strays, and it's just like nothing else happens afterwards. It's like we're back to neutral. We're just fighting that one hit that both these players do desire. Down there lands again. That's crazy. And another forward air.
Yeah, these guys have been big.
Eruption.
Not able to get the neutral B right there, but yeah, again, I'm not putting up a very solid fight against WebbJP here, and with the counter pick to Hollow Bastion allowing for better stage presence of, you know, the potential sharking of the sword attacks, I mean, it's definitely looking good so far, especially with a big snipe with that side B.
Yeah, I don't think WebbJP was honestly expecting that because, like, I'm seeing a lot of habits from MNI's offstage activities, like a jump into side B immediately.
Yeah.
And if WebbJP can catch that and remove the jump out of the equation, as another Aether tries to find its mark, does not find it though. But we're just going to see more of these scraps going on. Here's the side B catching for the bomb, and here goes the Aether.
Oh, but not able to get the confirm, but just too much pressure off stage, leading to a down smash KO. WebbJP taking his time, getting this damage off, and I mean, keeping it competitive, even with MNI having a little bit of a lead.
All right, back to the ledge goes WebbJP. MNI has to take advantage of this neutral situation. Unfortunately, does not find the mark, and WebbJP is just starting to find his way back onto the stage pressure. Here we go, forward tilt, up tilt, into the nair. The second one doesn't find the mark, but it immediately finds it with a grab. Sheik showing off her pressure so well.
Yeah, for sure. Even getting a little bit of those needles in play as well. It's definitely one of those big segments that WebbJP and other top Sheik players are known for getting, just riling up that damage with Sheik's immense combo game.
There it comes out. Oh, wanted to find that backer, was just unfortunately out of range there. Even percentage right now in this game too, which I'm a little surprised by. Up smash, not enough.
Wow, but Ike, being the heavyweight that he is, actually surviving that. Good DI as well from MNI, meaning that he still has a chance, and he's landing a lot of these down airs. It feels like every individual hit that MNI gets matters so much because of the damage that Ike does.
Especially because of his heavy sword. Remember, Ike's only as heavy as he is because he has that heavy sword, which in the lore, apparently he can carry without a problem.
I mean, he got he got to be mad muscular, bro. He got to be hitting the gym a lot for sure. But I mean, getting back to this game, I mean, that heaviness is definitely playing to his favor in this matchup. And look at that.
Takes the stock.
Just a raw neutral air, taking the stock. And MNI's got a lead here in this game 2 situation.
It's not a big lead, but it's the same lead he has before. Aether's gonna land. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna drag him down with him. But unfortunately, I was on the stage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're able to in that specific situation, but nevertheless, MNI holding down a very solid lead, and his longevity has to be commended here. Really taking things slow and not getting hit by any of these kill moves. I mean, that down smash probably should have hit, but you gotta take it for MNI.
Yeah, now we see WebbJP. He's still trying to set the needles. Tries to catch a landing there on that down smash. Jump into the side B again. WebbJP just does not challenge it. I feel like that first stock that he lost off that side B is actually really doing a number towards WebbJP. Oh, the needles missed there. I was wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the ledge play has been really good from MNI, recovering from ledge very nicely. WebbJP has not really been able to get any sort of ledge trapping off much at all in terms of this game. I mean, he was able to get that down smash earlier, but outside of that, it's mostly been safe recoveries from MNI.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's riddling me, because out of the same recoveries that just keep happening, as we're going to see 214% being put onto MNI, another one just gets back onto the stage.
Yeah, he's
WebbJP's just allowing him to get back on.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of that jump side B, which, I mean, is good. I mean, but he literally does it again, and Webb is just doing nothing about it, which is really unlike Webb, I feel like. So, I mean, he's playing really patiently right now. I mean, we got 2 minutes left on the clock. Probably not going to time, but I mean, again, I'm playing this long game for sure.
Oh, a little late there on the jab block, unfortunately. And this is just a little bit of a game. I think I know what WebbJP's playing. He's like, okay, you know what? I know I can understand you playing the heavy character, but like, I need to make sure I get these guaranteed hits whenever I can, because if I don't get the hits, I'm not going to be able to get the secure setup. But here's your problem. This is the problem that emulates a lot of Sheik players. Look at it. It's 245 damage, and you haven't gotten the stock or a setup.
Oh, wow. Webb actually,
and that is why you have to take care of Ike.
The crowd kind of going crazy right now. I mean, Webb playing uncharacteristic, I feel like, in that game. And MNI is actually going to bring it to a game 3 situation.
There he is again. Thank you very much, Collision. And just as we saw that nair to up air land, we're saying this perfectly. Webb's playing way too passive for his own good.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. I mean, we saw the only stock he was able to take there was when he was putting on a lot of stage pressure. But right here, I mean, you look at him, he's just kind of charging, standing there. I saw him earlier. He was just flashing shield, trying to, I guess, fish for a parry. It was kind of confusing, but I mean, Webb being one of the best players, probably the best player in the building, I have utmost confidence that he'll be able to bring this back and make this a very competitive game 3. But yeah, very interesting game 2 right here. And yeah, now we start this game 3 in Battlefield. 3 consecutive up airs land into the double back air. We are going to see the jump actually get eaten up, but unfortunately the side B was enough to get back onto the ledge. And here comes the WebbJP version that we all know and love. Maybe that's why he wanted Battlefield. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely an elite stage for Sheik, being able to get so many different drag down combos, extended combos as well, thanks to the platforms, and you have more mobility options to avoid those big sword attacks as well. So definitely the ideal counter pick, and we're already seeing Webb come off to a hot start with this lead.
But just as much as a hot start WebbJP has, as if MNI can get those stray hits, they could lead to stocks that we've seen them in the past.
Yeah, for sure. MNI, I mean, continuing with some of these side Bs, but finally feels like WebbJP is getting the punish on them, finally getting a good sense of a punish, and I mean, there we go. I mean, pretty dominant start there from WebbJP. Definitely seems a lot more locked in this game.
Yeah, this is definitely now upset alert here for WebbJP. If he loses a set, this is a big upset in terms of seeding value. But look at WebbJP go with the combo, and then air forward air breaks it up immediately. Down air, unfortunately, just not there for MNI.
Yeah, and WebbJP, I mean, look at how different he's playing now. So much more aggressive, right? Really pushing the initiative and even getting a gimp right
the jump
there.
zone.
I mean, this is an absolute dominant showing. This is like night and day. It feels like a different person picked up the controller, you know?
Would a real WebbJP please stand up?
Exactly. I mean, this is like the classic Webb we're used to seeing, right? The electric combos, the just exciting gameplay, the aggressive showing. I mean, this is kind of the Webb we're used to, and yeah, I mean, very good showing right here.
Yeah, we see another less situation here. He's taking, this is a full 2-stock lead. Oh, well, not anymore because of the dash attack landing on the to WebbJP. So we see the wall jump back onto the stage. Needles, unfortunately, do not land there. Another downer gets perfectly shielded for WebbJP. We see he jumps IB once again onto the stage. Dash attack finally takes the stock. WebbJP is still on a comfortable lead. Yeah,
WebbJP still with a very huge lead, but still a little bit of a chance here for MNI to pull off the impossible. I mean, getting a stock definitely is going to help, and I mean, if he can survive to 245 like he did last time, that's not going to happen, though.
Yeah. Once again, I ask, will the real WebbJP please stand up?
Yeah, WebbJP kind of going back to business there in Game 3 with a pretty dominant Game 3. Getting the victory, but MNI still able to get a game off, you know, so respectable performance there. But yeah, I'm still very confused by that game, too.
I'm a little confused as well, because, like, we saw that game 1. I mean, yes, it was kind of close towards the end of the game, but it's like, did something happen midway through that game that just made WebbJP go, okay, well, I'm just going to go again scout?
Yeah.
It's like, scouting's good to do, but I don't think that was the time to scout.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting strategy if that were the case, but, I mean, nevertheless, he was able to come through with the victory, especially with how good that Game 3 victory was. So definitely respectable in that regard. I do believe he got taken to Game 3 by Hunky Monkey earlier in his round 1. So maybe it was I believe I talked to Hunky Monkey during our break. It was a Game 2 victory for him where he also survived very high and just got like a rage KO. So maybe there's something going on with this like Game 2 WebbJP thing, you know?
Yeah, I hope that's not really true, because if that's the case, I think there could be a much bigger opportunity for WebbJP to lose a set in a fashion like this. Whereas like this probably isn't going to matter in a round like this, but come towards the winner's quarterfinal set that he's advanced to, or like top 8, for example, this might come back to haunt him.
Yeah, I mean, right here, he's kind of playing a little bit lackadaisical and just missing that needle that led to the neutral air up air. That led to, I mean, the KO. And I mean, this Game 3 was obviously much better and very much what we expect from Webb. Getting all of these really complex combos like it's just another day in the office for him. But yeah, man, interesting set for sure.
Yeah, that's just another set in the books there. Neil's the up smash.
Yep,
the finisher there for WebbJP. And I don't know, I'm still confused at the set, but now we just gotta move past that one and look ahead towards the rest of the bracket into winners quarters. And we have BDB gonna be advancing over Justin Violet to face WebbJP.
That's gonna be an interesting set.